Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Um, I believe this is season 2, episode 10. Um, I've just been really, I've been, the past week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been down in New Braunfels for Christmas. I was down there for Christmas. I hope y'all had a great Christmas. All right, so this is my first podcast back after Christmas. Okay. Um, this is basically the season 2 finale, and this is a perfect finale because what we're talking about today happened at the perfect time for when I was going to do a podcast. All right. Today is December 18th, but yesterday, December 17th, 2022, the New York Knicks played at the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. So, this was a historic game for Luka Doncic. He had 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists. This is the greatest triple-double in NBA history. In 13,000 games, the greatest triple-double. It's insane. 60 points. Luka Doncic deserves a whole podcast. This is basically a podcast about Luka Doncic, but also about where the Mavericks are too. I was going to say, I wasn't planning on making a Mavericks-based video this soon, but I decided to because good things are happening, all right? Mostly good things, okay? But what was crazy about the game, and I didn't see this part, I tuned in late fourth quarter because I was watching the Dallas Stars play before this. I tuned in like late fourth quarter. They were down by 9. They were down 9 points with 33 seconds left. So they came back. They went into overtime. They tied it. And what was crazy is what happened was they were down 9 points, 33 seconds left. All right. They're down by 2. Luka makes one free throw. He made one free throw. Misses the second. The ball hits multiple people. It bounces back to him. He puts up a floater as the buzzer sounds, and the game goes into overtime. Then we get the overtime win. We won 126-121. Great game. There's definitely some problems though. We shouldn't. And the main problem for me was I noticed that Jalen Brunson wasn't playing. The Knicks, one of the Knicks' main players, he wasn't playing. The problem is with the Mavericks is, one, our defense is so underwhelming. It is not where it was last year or years past, honestly. I mean, it wasn't where it was last year. We need our big men to play defense. Christian Wood hasn't. The last 7 games he's had 17 blocks. That's huge for him. So he's starting to come up defensively. But JaVale McGee, for example, he hasn't been wanting to try on defense or rebounds. So hopefully he starts wanting to try on that stuff. We just need it's been Christian Wood. That's our main big. And Dwight Powell. Him and Dwight Powell. Maxi Cleater's been injured. So Dwight Powell and Christian Wood need to be the role players here, playing the defense, getting the dirty work done. Not just them though. I'm talking about, on the edge, perimeter defense. Interior defense, we need to work on, but perimeter defense we need to work on as well. We need Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr., Spencer Dinwiddie, Kemba Walker if he gets put in. Which I wish he would play more. I disagree. I don't know what all is going on. I can't really say much, but I do disagree with what Jason Kidd has been doing with Kemba Walker. I think he can really help us out in the backcourt, move up, push the ball up the floor, and help with defense. I think he could be a really good role player for that. Just like Spencer Dinwiddie did last year, he came in right away. I think Kemba Walker needs to start getting better minutes. And he has been some games. He played against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he dropped 32 points. That was a good game for him. So he's been showing me, at least, as a Mavericks fan, he's good. He still has what it takes to be an NBA star, in my opinion. It's a bit of a hot take because he doesn't play like one each game, but he also doesn't get the minutes, which I disagree with. But we just need to work on our defense. Offensively, and here's the other problem. Luka's been doing all of the carrying, and 60 points is great. Like, I love that he got 60 points. That's why I'm making this podcast. He dropped 60, 21, 10. Okay, that's amazing. Just the thing is, every game, what I want to see is everyone contributing, and I did see that last night, but I hope in the future it's Luka, not only Luka carrying. I'm wearing my Luka jersey right now. Okay, I also have a Boban Marjanovic jersey, but he got traded to the Rockets, so I don't wear it too much anymore. But I like to wear one. But besides the point, it's just you gotta have someone else, and everyone says this about the Mavericks. It's only Luka. It's only Luka. I agree to disagree because as well he's the one who puts up the most points every game. You also have help though. Like last year, you had help with Jalen Brunson and Dinwiddie. Those are the two main guys. You didn't really have a star big, but you got rid of Brunson. You still have Dinwiddie, who helps, in my opinion. He helped a lot last night. He had a really clutch three. He had 21 points. And guys, 21 points helps. 21 points helps. 15 points helps. 30 points helps. And that's what Christian Wood's been doing. While Luka's been putting up 30 to 40, Christian Wood's also been putting up 30 lately. Defensively, he's getting those blocks big time. He got a big time block in overtime last night. He has been doing it defensively and offensively a little bit. But we do have help, guys. We got what we needed in the offseason. We got Christian Wood, a big who can play offense, but is working on defense. We also got JaVale McGee. He's not trying, which just sinks. His minutes have just gone down. If you're like, example for JaVale McGee, if you're one of those guys who gets traded around the NBA a lot, and you don't want to try anymore, that's on you. Like, that is on you. All right, that stinks, because it's just like it sucks for the team because you got signed to a team and you just don't want to try anymore. No matter how old you are, no matter how many rings you have, always keep trying. He just gave up. It's still like there's still a bunch of the season to go on. Like, guys, the NBA regular season goes on until mid-April, and then playoffs start. So the Mavericks obviously still have a chance. Just about every team I would say has a chance, except for some of the bad teams like the Pistons, Rockets. I'll put Hornets up there, and other than those, everyone has a chance. There's some teams going down, some teams going up. What the Mavericks need right now is for the team to work together defensively and to go on a win streak. If we can go on a nice win streak here, we play the Rockets tomorrow. I've said this on every Mavericks podcast. Every game coming up after a podcast, I say we should be able to win it. We lose. Last Mavericks podcast, we were playing the Pistons. We were going to play the Pistons next day. We lost to them. It bugs me. We should be able to beat the Rockets at home. Okay? Period. We should be able to beat the Rockets with no problem at all. Last time we played the Rockets, we did. This time we should be able to as well. So we need to beat them. We just need a win streak, okay? Just like the Grizzlies, just like the Sixers on a win streak, just like the Celtics, Bucks, Pelicans, we need a win streak. All right, it's vital. All right, right now the number one seed is the Nuggets. We've beaten them before. They're like 21-11. Okay, so they're up there in the Western Conference. In the Eastern Conference, it's I think it's the Bucks right now, but I don't know for sure. It's a close call between the Celtics and Bucks, but. That being said, though, we need to go on a win streak here because we're 19-16, so we're just above 500. I'm tired of this barely winning games, and it was a fun game to watch. Don't get me wrong, but we're having too many close games with mid-level teams. The Knicks are a mid-level team. They're not great. They're fine. They're a fine, solid, well-rounded team, but they're a mid-level team. They're not. They're here. They're not here. Right now I'll put the Bucks, Celtics, Nuggets here. They're here. So if we can't even beat, a mid-level team, which we did, it's going to be hard for us, all right? We just need a win streak to push us on late season, close to the All-Star break, all that stuff, okay? But that being said, you need to give every NBA team a chance, guys. You can't base things off at the beginning of the season. It's still early season. As a season, I would say January and February, that's where you can start telling where things need to happen. That's close to the trade deadline. But you need to give it some time. In my opinion, people aren't giving Christian Wood enough time to settle into Dallas. He just needs time to settle in, get his groove on, which he has been doing. He had a really good game against the Lakers, really great game against the Knicks. They've been doing well, better than what they've been doing. It's gotta, they're moving on slowly, all right, slowly but surely. Okay, well, that's about it, y'all. Luka Doncic wow, 60 points. That's the highest score game by a Dallas Maverick in Mavericks history. Luka Doncic has the highest scoring game. He's the highest Maverick to score in a one game. So that's awesome. He's gonna be he's 23. His birthday is in March sometime, but he's only 23, which is nice. So we got a lot left in him, which is good. All right. But I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Okay. But that's about it. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next vid. Peace.